Wait.
What?
Oh, my friend, he's on his way.
Well, you better hurry up and find him. We're going out on that evening tide, whether he's here or not.
Look, he'll be here, to be sure. Look, his wife's expecting a baby any day now. He's in a hurry to get back to Ireland, do you know?
He probably was some whore in Butte Town.
Not Jimmy, sir. Oh, he might have been a hothead when he was young, but since his lasses were born, he's a different man.
What did you say his name was?
James Power. Known him all my life. Born into a rebel family was.
A Fenian, aye.
Now, how could you be knowing what our forefathers went through in the old days of the land wars? Rack rents, famine, murders.
Nothing new there, boyo.
We never expected him to join the British Army, but the Irish Guard paraded the streets playing ragtime ditties, and we got to thinking we'd become dispatch riders.
People think war is more glamorous till they learn different.
The Rising put an end to that idea.
The Rising?
The Easter Rising, 1916. It's terrible business. A few fanatics thought they could take on the whole British Army with nothing but a couple of 22 rifles, 2 or 3 revolvers and a couple of poxy shotguns. I mean, that's all they had. The Germans promised them arms, but supply ship got scuttled. A few men like James tried to do the bit, mind, but...
So what'd they do?
Richmond Barracks. Well, they sent us to Richmond Barracks in Dublin. Plenty of arms there. And then, a few fellas met with the rebels, held an auction.
An auction?
We all had to take an oath, not to sell arms. Didn't say anything about holding an auction, though. So, we raided the munitions store, met with the rebels, and they threw in they threw up a pair of boots, right? Asked for bids. We threw in a Lee Enfield rifle as a free gift.
Sounds dangerous.
Got caught, they tortured you. James was lucky, mind. He was charged with irregular conduct, being absent without a pass a couple of times, but nothing more.
So what became of the rebels?
They had Dublin on fire for 6 days. Didn't get them anywhere though. Our regiment was there at the surrender. The looks on the faces of the boys we've been in the volunteers with, but we were soldiers, right? And if an officer said, shoot, shoot was what you did, or he'd shoot you. Richmond Barracks was where they took the prisoners to. Put 16 of them in front of a firing squad and made sure there were Irishmen in that squad.
Bloody hell.
Made martyrs for those rebels that firing squad did.
So did you fight the Hun yourself?
Sure we did. Went to Alexandria, fought in the Battle of Jerusalem. James was awarded the Victory Medal and the British Medal. Can you imagine?
I'd send him bloody back.
For sure he did. But not for spitting on him first, just to prove where his loyalties lay. He became a first lieutenant in the 3rd Battalion after the war.
Oh, he joined another army?
Yeah, the RA. The IRA is the military wing of the old Republican movement.
Well, then he settled down, aye?
You don't put experiences like the Rising behind you, but... Yeah, the truce came in 21. I think James met Julia about that time. And then his little girls came along. Nellie in 24, Marianne in 26. Then unemployment, yeah. Now we work 4 hours on, 4 hours off, shoveling coal into ships' furnaces. There's no work more hot and filthy than that, to be sure.
Then that's probably why he's probably in the Custom House pub, rather than you with us now.
No, I told you. He wants to get home, right? To his family, to Ireland.
Well, you want to hope he turns up soon then. Owen, we still all right to set sail for the evening?
Just wait, please, please. He'll be here, to be sure, all right?
James Power never did make it back. to his wife and daughters in Ireland. His body was found floating in the Glamorganshire Canal on the 19th of April 1927. An inquest found no evidence of drowning or drunkenness. He suffered a heart attack. He was 37. When Julia found out about her husband's death, she went into premature labour. James Power Jr. was born on the 7th of June 1927. He died 3 days later. Julia died 3 days after her son. 3 tragic deaths in less than a month. Nellie and Mary Ann were adopted and told that their father had drowned at sea. It was not until his celebrity grandson, Paul Merton, discovered his unmarked grave here in Cathay Cemetery that the true fate of James Power became known.